We have been hearing constant stories of clients, green card holders, F1 visa holders who are being not only detained at the border, but subjected to enhanced scrutiny, secondary inspection. And if you're traveling just for vacation, the question becomes, is it worth it to subject yourself to that questioning, that harassment, that detention at the airport if it's not necessary travel? And my specific advice, and I know many attorneys say the same, is it's not worth it at this time. If you have to travel, however, be prepared for that extra screening. Be prepared for delays at the airport. I want to assure you that you need to be traveling with documentation to prove if you are a lawful permanent resident. Three very important things. Number one is that you want to show your continuous residence in the United States. If you're a green card holder, you are required to live in the United States, period. Even if a lot of green card holders stay here for 2, 3 months, they go back home to Pakistan, India, Egypt. They stay there for 5 months and 29 days, and then they come back. Now is not the time to do that. It's extremely important that you're able to prove your continuous residence in the US. You can do that with a driver's license, voter registration card, bank statements, utility bills, cell phone bills. All of this can show and establish that you live in the United States. These are ties to the United States that you actually live here. Another example would be employment record, pay stubs, tax records. All of this can establish that you actually do live in the United States. The second item is definitely carry all of your physical identification documents. You need to have your green card with you and your passport. And finally, if you are from one of the countries that may be potentially banned, please consult an immigration attorney before you travel. This is extremely important as it relates to the search and seizure of your electronic devices. There are different restrictions if you are a US citizen versus if you are a green card holder versus if you are a non-immigrant visa holder, such as an F1, L1, or H1B. It's important that you know, number one, what your rights are when you're preparing to enter the United States, what you can and cannot refuse, what questions you have to answer, and what are the consequences if you don't. If you're traveling as a green card holder, if there's one key takeaway from my talk, it is this, that you cannot be deported at the airport if you are a lawful permanent resident. You are absolutely entitled to an immigration hearing in front of an immigration judge. Now, this doesn't mean that you may or may not be detained. If you refuse to answer questions, if you refuse to give your devices, if you have any type of history that a border official or CBP officer feel may result in the revocation or cancellation of your green card status, you may be subject to detention. But the rule of law still exists as of today that you can and are entitled to an immigration hearing in front of an immigration judge. And this is why it's key prior to travel that you consult an immigration attorney who's aware of the date and time of your travel in case anything goes awry.